The United States Air Force just revealed an extremely powerful aircraft that is set to revolutionize military aviation. Equipped with next-generation avionics, powerful radar systems, and a vast payload capacity for a variety of lethal munitions, the F-15EX is designed to dominate air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. What features make it stand out in modern air combat? How does it compare to other next-gen fighter jets in performance and versatility? Join us as we explore the mind-blowing capabilities of the U.S. new F-15EX that has defied the law of physics. The first operational F-15EX arrived at Portland Air National Guard Base, Oregon, in June. After the second jet arrived shortly after, General Kenneth Wilsbach of Air Combat Command declared the type ready for initial operations. This is the first time the Air National Guard has received a new fighter before the active duty force. Brigadier General Jason D. Voorhees, who oversees fighter programs, said that declaring the F-15EX ready for operations was a significant achievement. Boeing successfully delivered the first 8 F-15EX, with 6 going to Eglin Air Force Base, Florida for testing, and 2 going to the Portland Air Guard. More aircraft will start arriving in January 2025 from Lot 2, with deliveries beginning after Boeing finishes making the F-15QA for Qatar, which the F-15EX is modeled after. The Air Force has retired 105 F-15C/Ds so far, and if Congress agrees, they plan to retire another 77 next year. Air Force Acquisition Executive Andrew Hunter approved full-rate production of the F-15EX in June, and they are close to finalizing production deals with Boeing for Lot 5 and Lot 6. The F-15EX, which is not a stealth aircraft, will be protected by the AN/ALQ-250 Eagle Passive Active Warning Survivability System. This electronic warfare system has successfully completed testing. The first F-15 with EPOSes was modified by Boeing in San Antonio, Texas, in June, and is now at Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada. The Air Force initially planned to have 144 F-415EM-8Xs, but the fiscal 2025 budget proposed reducing that number to 98. However, Congress might push for more. The House Armed Services Committee has suggested adding 24 more aircraft, bringing the total to 122 Eagle IIs. The budget is still being finalized by Congress. In 2019, 8 F-15EX aircraft were included in the FY 2020 budget request. This allowed the use of the existing F-15 production line with minimal costs and supported Boeing's St. Louis division to maintain diversity in U.S. fighter manufacturing. The F-15EX improvements included AESA radar, IRET, and EPOS, along with features from the F-15QA, such as a revised structure with a service life of 20,000 hours, new cockpit and flight controls, and the AMBER system to carry up to 22 air-to-air missiles. The Boeing F-15EX Eagle II is seen as a fighter jet that can perform many roles in all-weather conditions. It may not be as stealthy as the latest F-22 and F-35 jets, but it brings a powerful punch to the U.S. Air Force. Designed to support these fifth-generation fighters, the F-15EX excels in homeland and airbase defense, enforcing no-fly zones and launching massive standoff weapons to aid stealth fighters at the front lines. In a bold move, the Defense Department ordered 8 F-15EX for $1.2 billion in July 2020, marking a significant investment in air superiority. The excitement peaked on February 2, 2021, when the F-15EX took its maiden flight. Just a few months later, it earned the official name Eagle II. The 2021 defense budget fueled the program further with $1.23 billion for 12 more Eagle IIs, aiming for a total of 144. However, by May 2022, the Air Force adjusted its plans, scaling back to 80 aircraft. Interestingly, the first operational F-15EXs will fly without conformal fuel tanks, focusing on agility and speed. But the story doesn't end there. The proposed 2024 budget includes funds to buy 24 more F-15EX, setting the stage for a formidable fleet of 104 Eagle IIs. The F-15EX is poised to be a game changer, reinforcing the U.S. Air Force's dominance in the skies. One reason why the Advanced Eagle is sought after is that it included many upgrades for export customers, such as the General Electric F110 GE129 engine, the AN/ALK 239 digital electronic warfare system, and a redesigned wing structure for longer service life. It also featured an improved cockpit and a digital fly-by-wire control system, which fixed stability issues and allowed for 2 extra wing pylons. Unlike some other Advanced Eagle models, the F-15EX does not have the BAE systems and /AAR-57 Common Missile Warning System. Although the mounting points for these sensors were kept to avoid changing the production process and to keep the same aerodynamic profile for the fly-by-wire system. The F-15EX has advanced avionics and protective systems to improve the pilot's situational awareness and survivability. Its APG-82V1 radar, a mix of older F-15 and Super Hornet tech, works with a new cooling system and tunable filters to enable simultaneous radar and electronic warfare functions with the EPOS system. This digital system provides radar warning and threat geolocation and integrates with countermeasures like the AN/AL-47 chaff flare dispenser. Both the pilot and the weapons systems officer can use the joint helmet-mounted cueing system to target weapons at high angles. The Legion Pod's URS-21 sensor detects threats passively, especially low observable ones. The F-15X can be flown by a single pilot for simple missions, but the back seat is ready for a WSO for more complex tasks, including working with unmanned aircraft. Mainly used as an air superiority fighter to replace the F-15CD and support the F-22, it can also perform ground attacks with Lantern and Sniper XR pods, like the F-15E. One important feature of the F-15EX is its open systems architecture. This allows for future upgrades, which means when outdated, it can always be upgraded. The F-15EX can carry a large payload, offering great flexibility. For air superiority or escort missions, it can carry 12 air-to-air missiles, like the AIM-120 AMRAAM or AIM-9 Sidewinder, and possibly up to 16 AIM-120s, 4 AIM-9s, and 2 AGM-88 HARMs, although this hasn't been tested or funded yet. For precision strikes, it can carry 16 GBU-39 small-diameter bombs, 4 AMRAAMs, a 2,000 pounds joint direct attack munition, 2 HARMs, and 2 fuel tanks. Additionally, it can carry large standoff munitions like the AGM-158 JSSM or the AGM-183 RDOBW, adding extra firepower to support the frontline F-22 and F-35. The Advanced Eagle has a stronger structure, making it heavier than earlier F-15 models. However, its digital fly-by-wire control system and powerful F-110/129 engine give it much better maneuverability and handling. This allows the pilot to fly aggressively without worrying about angle of attack limits. The fly-by-wire system also makes the aircraft more resistant to spinning out of control and better at handling uneven weight distribution. The first planned improvements to the F-15EX included AESA radar, infrared search and track, and EPOSS, or Eagle Passive Active Warning Survivability System, from existing F-15 modernization programs, while combining the advantages of the F-15QA, such as a revised design with a service life of 20,000 hours, a new cockpit, flight controls, and an advanced AMBER or Advanced Missile and Bomb Ejector Rack system capable of carrying up to 22 air-to-air missiles. Although all these features would still not allow the Eagle II to withstand the latest air defense systems with the same effectiveness as the 5th-generation Raptor and Lightning II, the F-15X fighters could still provide excellent support for the latter in air superiority missions by performing homeland and air-based defense, enforcing no-fly zones against limited air defenses, and deploying standoff weapons in support of stealth fighters at the front line. The EX modification takes the best from previous Eagle incarnations. The engine was replaced with a General Electric F-110 GE129 with a maximum thrust of 29,500 pound force, complementing it with a much more advanced ALQ-239 digital electronic warfare systems to replace the previous ALQ-1228 electronic warfare warning set, which was part of tactical electronic warfare systems. The appearance of the Eagle also underwent changes. Engineers reviewed the design of the wings and greatly improved it, increasing the service life of the device from 8,000 to 20,000 hours. Additionally, there was a place for those innovations that were previously proposed for export, but never found a response from customers. For instance, an improved cabin, originally intended to be installed in the F-15 Silent Eagle modifications. The hybrid electronic mechanical control system was replaced by a more modern digital fly-by-wire control system, successfully eliminating the flutter modes that previously caused fighter stability problems, which caused earlier versions of the F-15 to disable two outboard wing pylons. It would be strange if, in pursuit of efficiency, the Boeing team worked on the appearance and engines of the aircraft, completely forgetting about the digital guts of the EX. Therefore, it received a new mission computer, an advanced display core processor, and two large aviation displays for the pilot and weapons systems officer. An equally important role in the update was played by the new AESA radar, APG-82/1 from Raytheon, which combines the AESA APG-63/3 antenna with the APG-79V processor. To prevent all these components from overheating and malfunctioning, the fighter received a new cooling system and radio frequency filters, ensuring the simultaneous operation of radar and electronic warfare when integrated with the AN/AOQ-250 EPOS, or Eagle Passive Active Warning and Survivability System. The Eagle 2's large lifting capacity gave it an appropriate level of flexibility. A typical advanced Eagle configuration could carry 12 air-to-air missiles, including short-range AIM-120 AMRAAM or AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles, as well as AGM-88 HARM. The F-15X can be armed with 16 AMRAAMs, 4 AIM-9s, and 2 AGM-88 HARMs for precision striking. It's capable of carrying 16 GBU-39 small-diameter bombs, 4 AMRAAMs, 1 2,000 pounds of joint direct attack munition, 2 HARMs, and 2 fuel tanks. To provide additional firepower for the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II, the F-15X can be equipped with several large munitions, like the AGM-158 JAS-SM or the smaller AGM-183 AR. The first Eagle II was delivered to Eglin Air Force Base in Florida in March 2021, subsequently forming a test group from the first 6 fighters to support development and operational flight testing. The pilots were shocked to learn how much ammunition this thing could carry. The USAF has also responded to several questions concerning why they're investing in more of these formidable Eagle II despite the upcoming NGAD. They explained that the F-15EX is essentially a giant missile truck, which is why it is highly desired. In respect to the NGAD, according to reports, the program is not just about the fighter jet itself, but has a goal to make use of both crewed and uncrewed aircraft with advancements in electronic warfare, cyber warfare, new weapons, and other advanced systems. However, the exact details of this project remain undisclosed. Across the Atlantic, Europe's pursuit of a 6th-generation fighter jet has brought the United Kingdom, Italy, and Japan together in a partnership as these countries combine efforts to develop their own advanced weapons that would. Notably, the U.S. Navy also has a similar quest for a 6th-generation fighter, as it pursues a similar program under the name FAX-X. Recognizing the strategic importance of NGAD, the United States Air Force has allocated $1.9 billion in research and development funds for the project, and this was outlined in its fiscal 2020 budget request to Congress. Frank Kendall, Air Force Secretary, laid emphasis on the significance of the NGAD platform within the air dominance family of systems. He mentioned that NGAD represents a major achievement in technology, surpassing the remarkable capabilities of its predecessor, the Raptor. In a strategic move aimed at bolstering its capabilities, the Air Force envisions the acquisition of 1,000 next-generation air dominance combat capabilities aircraft. Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall has disclosed the procurement plans, outlining a vision that will see 300 F-35s equipped with 2 drones each, along with 200 NGAD aircraft similarly outfitted. As the NGAD program advances, people are anticipating the features and technologies that the NGAD would feature. While Lockheed Martin and Boeing are currently the only 2 U.S. defense companies that are involved in this next-generation fighter jet production, Northrop Grumman is the major supplier when it comes to aircraft structures and electronics for the F-35 Lightning II, FA-18 Super Hornet, and EA-18G Growler jammer. Despite having a cockpit, the airframe is streamlined virtually from all angles. When viewed from the front, the NGAD almost doesn't appear to have a canopy. It almost looks like a flying drone. The intakes are blended into the fuselage, and the overall design is highly streamlined. From the side, the entire fuselage looks like a wing or airfoil, which likely allows for a shorter than normal wingspan. The wings appear to have leading-edge extensions, or iliacs, similar to those found on the Super Hornet. This allows for much greater maneuvering at slower speed flight regimes, such as landings or high alpha maneuvers that you may encounter in air-to-air combat. The remainder of the wing appears to have a modified delta wing structure, which could indicate that the aircraft is designed for very high speeds. This seems likely since the NGAD could be used to launch hypersonic missiles. These extremely fast missiles ideally would be launched at speeds of Mach 2 or greater, allowing their ramjet to power them to hypersonic speeds. Unfortunately, these are the few things we know about the next generation fighter jet. Without a doubt, the NGAD fighter will need to be tested extensively, and it is a known fact that testing a new aircraft design is dangerous, and accidents are expected to happen. The NGAD program has the potential to shake up the defense industry. It would open the doors for new prime contractors to emerge. That includes the possibility of Elon Musk and his SpaceX team getting involved. The Air Force's approach to aircraft acquisition would ensure that the U.S. Air Force remains at the forefront of technological advancements and maintains its superiority in the skies. It would also make way for more competition, encouraging innovation, and driving down costs in the long run. With its emphasis on networked air warfare, the Air Force's commitment to stealth technology, and hypersonic capabilities, it clearly indicates its focus on maintaining a tactical advantage against potential adversaries. Another critical consideration is the reduction of an aircraft's infrared signature. Infrared sensors, commonly found in nose or pod-mounted systems, are very important detecting enemy aircraft. By reducing the heat emitted by a fighter jet, especially from the exhaust gases, it becomes very hard for infrared sensors to detect it. The overall design of the NGAD fighter is a very slick and tailless design, which makes use of an elongated fuselage with a blended wing. The lack of vertical tails is a sure indication that priority has been given to low observability, possibly at the expense of maneuvering. Still, the streamlined design will go a long way in extending the NGAD's range, which is a critical requirement for operations in the Pacific Theater, where distances are measured in thousands of miles. The NGAD stealth design makes it easy to evade enemies' radars. This gives the aircraft an advantage in terms of surprise attacks and the ability to penetrate deep into the enemy territory without being detected. This way, the United States Air Force can neutralize enemy systems effectively. This next-generation fighter also features insane hypersonic capabilities, with speed exceeding Mach 5 or 5 times the speed of sound. The ability to travel at such extraordinary speeds grants the fighter exceptional agility, enabling rapid target engagement and maneuverability. This poses a significant challenge to China's air defense systems. According to information from various sources, its sensors are equipped with advanced detection and tracking capabilities and will enable the identification of potential threats, providing essential data for accurate decision-making. Furthermore, integrating AI algorithms will bring an additional layer of intelligence to the fighter systems. AI-powered algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data in real time, identifying patterns, predicting outcomes, and highlighting potential risks to help pilots formulate effective strategies. The NGAD concept appears to incorporate many design aspects that make it harder to visually detect. Taking measures to reduce visual detection are part of an increasingly important warfighting domain known as spectral warfare. Visual detection becomes even more important when you also consider improvements in electronic warfare or radar jamming. Modern jamming aircraft or drones can degrade radar signals to the point that they are useless. Having advanced spectral warfare IRST systems is an excellent counter to this. For this reason, offensively, the NGAD would make use of its own IRST system, which we've imagined here to be very similar to the F-35's Electro-Optical Targeting System, or EOTS. This could help the NGAD fighter target adversaries in highly contested environments, while keeping its search radar in a passive mode. The NGAD's exhaust port appears to be designed to hide the engine's thrust. This is similar to what the YF-23 Black Widow did with its exhaust ports, creating channels to cool the exhaust as it left the engines, along with reducing its heat signature. Its design could help reduce or even eliminate the afterburner plume from most viewing angles. This likely also indicates that the design will be single-engine, like the F-35, and could have 2D thrust vectoring like the Raptor. Like all stealth aircraft, the NG-80 will carry its weapons inside internal bays. This is to reduce the aircraft's profile, making it more stealthy, but the amount and size of weapons are restricted by the physical size of the weapons bays. The NG-80 can carry 4 medium to long-range air-to-air missiles. These bays could also be used for air-to-ground munitions, and we have to assume that new weapon systems are being developed that would fit inside the NG-80's internal bays. While the 6th-generation fighters like the NG-80 and F/ASX are being developed, ready to dominate the skies, some defense experts are already thinking about 7th-generation fighters and what they would be like. However, moving to a 7th-generation fighter would need careful thought about ethical, moral, and legal issues, as well as technological challenges. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link appearing on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.